Unbelievable yesterday. We hit 40.3 in Lytton, BC. That was the hottest temperature recorded this year in Canada. The hottest before that was 40.0, also measured in Lytton, BC. Yeah, I love when people tell me like 40 Celsius, that's just summer. Like, no, it's not. It's a rare thing to hit. We got the giant country Canada is. It's huge. We've had hot weather this summer, very hot weather in lots of places in Canada. Crazy heat. And yet, only twice has the temperature of 40 been hit. And it's happened both times in British Columbia. And it's late. August 24th is late in the year, friends. So what is this going to mean? Well, it's going to mean things dry out again. And some fires happen, like it's happened down the Fraser Canyon. That's been going on. And what does it mean? It means thunderstorms are probably going to be a part of the story at some point as well. Let's have a look at the weather this week. I'm Caribou Weather Dude. This is my YouTube channel. Please hit like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, help support the guy. This is what I'm doing, and it takes viewers like you to keep independent media like me in business. All right, let's get on with the show.
There it is. Oh my God. What do you think of that?
I'll watch the video later.
This is Diggy's Diner Weather Station here, Wells, BC. You bought me the weather station last year. Thank you, Diggy's Diner. Good place to have lunch if you're ever in town here. Okay, currently 9 degrees in Wells, BC. Currently reading 9. Just went up to 9. Nice. 9 degrees in the morning. It was down to 3.3 last night, which is pretty crazy considering that we were very, very warm yesterday. How warm? Above 31 degrees. 31.7. Yes, I think yesterday was the hottest day. Was it? Was it hotter than, 31.7 Saturday? Saturday was the hottest day here. And we were very close yesterday, hitting 31.4. It looks like. So very warm weather nonetheless. This is warm for Wells. Anytime you hit 30 Celsius in Wells, it's hot. And it's happening in late August, a time of year where often we've been hitting snowfall. You can see how the weather creeped up during the week, getting warmer. Thursday really started to show improvement, and on into the weekend. Beautiful weekend we've had. And that is why right now we have some heat warnings in British Columbia. This is a heat warning along the north coast, Terrace, Kitimat. There's a moderate risk to public health. Temperatures reaching 29 degrees combined with overnight lows near 13 for the coastal areas. A ridge of high pressure over BC's bringing elevated temperatures to the region through to midweek. A gradual cooling trend is expected later this week. And also includes down for Fraser Canyon, much hotter there, 37 to 39 Celsius. We already know that they hit 40.3 in Lytton yesterday. And Juna Birchwater was keeping on top of that with the Interior Weather and Wilderness Watchers moderators. Make sure that you join Interior Weather and Wilderness Watchers if you live in British Columbia and are on the Facebook. And same thing it's going to say there, 39. If you go down to special air quality statement, unfortunately because of the smoke that's going on and the flow is bringing a lot of that air to the west, so that's making things smoky in places. Special weather statement as well. Long duration heat event is expected over the next 7 days in Alberta. We got one red dot on the board. What's that? Heat warning for one place. That is so weird. Just as one place gets a heat warning, everywhere else gets a special weather statement. Okay. Daytime high temperatures near 30. And residents and visitors to the warned regions are expected to take the following precautions. Prepare for heat. Okay, southern Alberta heat too. I don't understand why just the one place gets the heat. That is very interesting, very weird. I don't think I've ever quite seen that. Heat warning even up in the Northwest Territories. Overnight lows of 14 to 16 degrees, reaching 30 in the Northwest Territories during this spell. Unbelievable. Now, that's the time of year we start to have high tide and whatnot. So I'm pretty sure that's what we got here still. Storm surge warning. On Tuesday morning, a more significant event is expected during high tide. Water levels may reach 40 to 50 centimeters above highest astronomical tide. We could otherwise see a significant event on Tuesday morning that's 15 to 25 centimeters above. Holy, there's a red dot way up here. And wind warning, rainfall warning. Wow, 100 kilometer an hour wind is expected up there. And I don't even know where that place is, but it's getting it. It doesn't even tell you. It just says 25 millimeters most. Doesn't give you a name of a location. Okay, Nunavut, you are pretty hard up there. Meanwhile, over in Newfoundland, special air quality statements, rainfall warning, so that's great news. Hopefully some of that moisture gets into some of their fires and helps change that story. Moist air mass approaches southern Newfoundland, bringing a period of enhanced rainfall, 15 mils per hour possible, but still air quality down in Nova Scotia and parts of New Brunswick, where fires are still a problem. 40, that's normal weather, normal. You know, it's like, understand what normal means. Okay, so here's a good example. We occasionally have tornadoes in British Columbia. In fact, we've had more tornadoes this year than we've had days that are 40 Celsius. Tell me, are tornadoes normal in British Columbia? No. 40 Celsius isn't friggin' normal either. People. Cache Creek got up to 38.2 yesterday, breaking their old record of 35.8. Campbell River just nudging by 2 degrees, 0.2 Celsius up. Chetwynd, 30.6, just nudging over in Clearwater. Just kind of nudging over in Clinton area, 32.2. Comox ties its record, 30.3 with Courtney as well. Had the same record. Creston, 1 Celsius pretty much over at 34.4. Kamloops just nudging its old record. So this is really, really hot weather, but some of the past records are still pretty high as well. 36.2. The old record was 35 in Kelowna back in 1999. Lillooet tied their record yesterday at 37.4. And Lytton busted through their old record of 38.9 set in 1958 with the new record of 40.3. That is crazy, friends. It's crazy on August 24th to have 40 degrees Celsius weather happening in British Columbia. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think you know. You don't know anything. Shut up, because 40 is hot. It's not normal. It's not 40 every day in BC. It's not 40. This is a huge country. How big is Canada? Really big. And just one day this whole year, before an hour, it hit 40 Celsius. Are you sure, Joey? Yes. Okay, Princeton touching their old record, just over, nudging over 36.8 with their new record. Tatlioko, 32.5. Vernon, 34.8, new record. In West Vancouver, 29.3. Whistler getting up to 35.1. And we will probably get better updates still on that. Breaking records still in New Brunswick at 29 at Basse-Caraquette. Newfoundland still getting low temperature records now. I'm sure their fire story is going to start to back off a little bit at some point if they can keep taking some rain and whatnot. And even the Northwest Territories, look at this one, 29.4 in Fort Simpson. Had the old record set in 1932. That's very hot for up there, but look at that. Even in 1932, they did set a record of 29.4 up there. So, that is at least interesting to know. Nunavut setting big-time new records. Grise Fjord, 10.2 Celsius. That's hot up there. Over in Quebec, had some heavy rainfall and some thunderstorms there. 50 mils in less than 2 hours in St. Anisette. And the Yukon setting new temperature records. Carmack's at 28.1, 25 in Faro. Hot. 40's just summer, man. 40 up and that's normal. Shut up, you don't know. Monday. Super stupid hot. Look at this. All the way down the U.S. South, all the way up the West Coast, hitting 99 Celsius in Portland, or 99 Fahrenheit in Portland yesterday, getting baking hot in the BC interior this afternoon, continuing through the week. Oh boy, more of it. Wednesday too. It's hot. Looking at the, let's have a little spot forecast here for southern Caribou, for example. As you can see, expecting 30s through the week, 30 through August 28th, Friday 27.7, coming down a little bit on Saturday, coming down just a little bit on Sunday. Still warm, though. Still warm, up to 32 next week. Tuesday, they think there. South Caribou, 100 Mile House, Williams Lake, kind of, and down to 21, seeing a bit of a change there. RH values popping up. So there's some signs of thunderstorms here sometime near the end of the month. There's some pop-ups and popcorns possible today. You may even see a flash of lightning on the Vancouver Island and the Coast Mountains. Significant thunderstorms? No, not yet. Not yet. But I think that will come, even if we don't have a good idea as to exactly when the date is. But look, there's periods here that are telling. Clouds picking up later in the week. Into the weekend. Well, what do clouds mean during this kind of heat? What does it mean? Well, it means probably any precipitation near the end of the month. There's some signals here in Spot Forecast, Spot WX. And we could look at severe weather indices creeping up by the end of the month. Thunderstorms likely, some severe with trigger, right? So looking at Saturday. So we do have popcorn thunderstorms possible. Like through the week, you're going to have some pulse storms here and there. One, come and go. Little small guys that aren't really a big deal. Like I'm not expecting to have any severe statements issued today or tomorrow. Necessarily not at all. No, things are going to be pretty quiet. Even if there's a few flashes of lightning, they could start a fire or two. Yeah, that's absolutely true. But all in all, no, we're in the heat this week. We're in the heat this week, and that encroaching thunderstorm behavior is going to be it's showing its face more and more as we get into things. You look at some of our Cape and Helicity values for South Caribou, and of course, this is just South Caribou. It's just one region, so there's other regions that are going to have different spot forecasts. But just to give you an idea, again, we're looking at the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, marginally unstable for Cape. It's saying there, this convective available potential energy, Helicity, which measures the amount of lift in the atmosphere. We don't see our freezing levels start to lower at all until into September. Well, so that just gives you an idea. We're into this heat. We're in this heat for a little while. That's what the models are showing. Looking at thunderstorm risks today, like very slight, very slight. There could be a few flashes down by the Fraser Canyon, although they seem to have it looking more over in the Highway 3 corridor. Could see some in South Chilcotin, up the other side of the Coast Mountains there. Could see a little bit in the North Rockies, but no, nothing interesting really is going to go on. Like pulse storms, they have no description for what these thunderstorms might look like or do, and that's because they're probably not going to do very much. As well, same locations sorta on that west side of southwest side of BC. I think the Vancouver Island could see a few flashes of lightning and whatnot. So some errant lightning storms possible, yes. But really, things are looking nice. Nice weather this week. Nice weather. You can see a little bit of popcorn thunderstorms, a little bit of pop-ups, in Alberta. Go look at Tuesday into warm weather on Tuesday again. If we're at 3 in the afternoon here, 4 in the afternoon, you can see 34 in Vernon, 29 Prince George. A little bit of lightning up and down that western section of BC. Nothing major. Maybe a little bit on the island, like I was saying. Some in the foothills in Alberta. Maybe a stronger storm in this sort of central east side of Saskatchewan, bordering on the west side of, south of Flin Flon and whatnot, Manitoba. Maybe something a little stronger there. I'm not expecting a lot of severe weather to start the week. I'm not. Again, similar pop-ups on Wednesday. You can see this low pressure's out there trying to change the story. Low pressure's trying to build now in the province, trying to break down our temperatures, trying to break down our nice pattern we're in, but that doesn't continue. That doesn't commence necessarily fully yet by Wednesday, because we're still seeing those pop-ups mostly, firing a few lightning shots here and there on the western side of the province. Thursday, we're starting to see something look a little bit more cohesive, but temperature's still very hot. Strong thunderstorm possibility, maybe for Bella Coola area. That's concerning. Chilcotin, I wish I had the gas money. I would be looking at going out there to drive out to take that, because that's big open country with lots of views. Yeah, man, and I've seen thunderstorms in Bella Coola area. They were awesome. So looking at some firing off some thunderstorms there Thursday, looking really good for South Central, south, interior BC. Yeah, look at this, Stewie, up and down, even maybe reaching up towards that Highway 16 corridor, that Tweedsmuir area, really under threat of seeing some lightning. That will go on into the night, that storm. So stronger storm on Thursday. Kind of ending off at Francois Lakes, heads up there, Hilding, and everybody, all my friends out there. Friday, again, nothing crazy. Some errant thunderstorms here. Now, I'm of the opinion that this will change, that, one of these days you're going to see something a little bit more exciting than what we are being led on to here. But looking at our week, warm weather, warm temperatures into the weekend still, pretty warm, larger thunderstorm complex on the weekend up there. So far, I'm not seeing anything that's exciting for southern BC until Sunday. But again, I think these models will change. Long story short, most regions in BC can expect to see temperatures nearing the 30 Celsius to level through the daytime. The errant flashes of lightning out there with some pop-up thunderstorms. Might see a larger event here or there through the week, in which we'll keep you up to date on, including Thursday through areas west in the Chilcotin, and maybe an actual large thunderstorm outbreak sometime next weekend. That's like, awesome. One of those awesome ones. Can't wait. Okay, everybody, hit like, share, subscribe, support the guy, keep me in business. If you want to become a channel member or join the Patreon or send a donation at joeyontheoutlawband@gmail.com, I would very much appreciate that. You are what keeps me alive, keeps me going, and I'm fighting for my right to make my own business in my life. I'm literally fighting for that. So all your support is evidence that it's going to work, and I appreciate it very much. Thanks, everybody, and we'll talk to you tomorrow, if not later today. I got some videos coming up to the next day or two of Tyler and I performing this weekend at Misty and Anthony's anniversary party. It was super awesome, super fun. Trying to get Tyler warmed up to the idea that you're going to be the bass player playing with me in front of people. That was his first time ever playing stand-up bass in front of people. He did very good. It was a really fun time. So I got a couple videos coming for you from that weekend, some music of the Joey Only Show. Okay, that's me for the day, though otherwise, bye for now.